for the Knicks.
There are officials. Tony Brothers, our crew chief. Gia, you remember what these nights feel like.
Man, it's so much fun. And for young teams that have not participated in the postseason, they're going to be a little surprised by the level of how physical the game can be, how much the officials allow you to get away with. And that's why I was saying for a young team like Atlanta and his crew.
So Trae Young on his first touch. Here's Julius Randle. First shot no good as both teams trying to work through some early nerves. First playoff experience for Julius Randle, which is hard to believe at this stage of his career, 7 years in. As
best in the league at shooting that shot and able to get that first one to fall.
That's Reggie Bullock, and it's put back the offensive glass. And Bullock, so huge and instrumental for the Knicks down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, and that's going to be a question and a concern as Trae for the game, Spiro. That is an area of concern. The ability to rebound offensively for the Knicks. Can they match up with Capella and company on that front line?
Knicks reset to Randle, 10 seconds to shoot. Know how dangerous Randle was from deep this season. Here he is, 5 on the timer. Randle puts it on the deck, defending on the play. Shot is good. And we
evidence for them as this team really shot the 3 ball exceptionally well.
Tough little floater from Elfrid Payton, his first take. And both teams a little bit off. Here comes Young, lobbing inside to Capella. And a rebound by Atlanta, but keeping Randle off the offensive glass.
Yeah, and also not allowing him those unabated attacks at the rim. And how about Atlanta able to get an offensive rebound there? And Capella with the putback.
This Atlanta team 27-11 after the coaching change. Among the best teams in the league over the last couple of months of the season. Just a miraculous turnaround under Nate McMillan. Herter, catch and shoot 3. That's good.
Knicks didn't allow Trae Young to get it back, but they were able to operate on that weak side, and great drive and kick there for the triple.
All the injuries that the Hawks had this season, one of the mainstays was Herter. Look at Randle, up and up.
Small, and they don't really have the ability to defend the rim.
There's Bogdanović, pretty move with his feet, gets it back.
And really, since he's come back from the injury, just a terrific compliment to Trae Young for this Hawks team.
Bogdanović, their biggest free agent signing. Look at Rose going right. As Gallinari misses on his first outside jumper.
And Spiro, not just to see it, how about to hear it, right? Like we're so used to having sound pumped in, and to be able to now hear it, and you see the difference.
To cut Atlanta's lead down to 8. Final 90 seconds, Williams finds his spot. And the rebound corralled by Rose as Atlanta's offense now has hit a wall. Here comes D. Rose to the cup, puts it down.
Like now the Knicks, they figured something out in terms of their ability to attack off the drive, and the Hawks now struggling a little bit to contain the penetration of this Knicks team.
Here's Gallinari, puts it on the deck, taking Gibson, a couple of fakes, beautifully.
Maybe it's a little odd having the raucous crowd. Talk about that experience and what it means in the postseason.
Well, you know, I gave them a message about a week ago about blocking out the noise, and, you know, that's the media, you know, that's the fans, and certainly in this arena, you got to block out the noise. You got to focus on what you come here for, and I thought our guys did a good job of handling that in the first quarter.
Good-looking stroke by Danilo Gallinari, the former Knick. As Nate McMillan talking about getting his guys prepped for this one. But again, nothing quite like experiencing this, the shock to the senses as Alec.
You know, he gave them a lot of confidence. He stabilized their bench, and he gave them another guy that they can run their offense through when things get tough. And so that's so important when you start talking postseason and wanting to play deep into the playoffs, to have that depth.
What a pass, Burks! Right on this game, the wraparound dime to Gibson. And just like that, the Knicks within 5. Here's Williams, the shot top of the key, making that maneuver.
Yeah, and it's a big stretch, both sides, deep into their second units, and good execution from both.
Rose just keeps on coming. And quickly is whistled for his first. Here's Tony Snell. He'll get Atlanta reset. Where did the Hawks turn for some points? Herter puts it on the deck, and he's for Tom Thibodeau. Here's quickly. Got onto that hot start. Denied by Capella. Loose ball to Burks, and how about...
So good for them, and opportunistic there. Picks up the loose ball, knocks down that little mid-range, and he's got his hands full with Lou Williams offensively.
Burks with 7 points in 6 minutes off the bench. He's hit 3 of his first 4. Into the corner, they find Snell. Splash! See these two teams, top 4 record in the league since the beginning of April. Just an incredible turnaround by Nate McMillan, and we know what Tom Thibodeau has done, this complete revitalization of the Knicks in New York. Quickly has to fire with 40.
And boy, he really gets after it defensively as well. And I tell you, he's really, I think, along with Derrick Rose, giving them such good play on that second unit.
Topping underneath to Nerlens Noel alive. They're within 4.
This is where, if you're Trae Young, it's time for you to kind of get going. They're going to need him. He stabilizes them offensively, and in the pick and roll, he's able to get wherever he wants, which I think they're going to need.
Toppin! In that opener, and Portland in Denver trying to take a stranglehold lead in that series as they play on the road in Denver. Offensive rebound, Capella, we told you, led the league in both overall rebounds and offensive. Into the corner, Collins, and he hits the 3 again.
Big run at that offensive rebound, reset, and then he's able to get him on the 3, and then they're a good defense by the Hawks.
Bogdanovich off the steal, pull up 3, got it! And after the timeout, and their lead back to 9.
And now having the starters back out there for Atlanta, making a big difference, and Alex Burks continues.
Thibodeau grew up in Connecticut, was a Knick fan, of course, a couple of stints as a coach, as an assistant with the team. No one knows what this place sounds like better this time of year than Tom Thibodeau. Burks the drive, kicks out, quickly puts it on the floor, into the paint, and hits.
His patience there, didn't force the 3, and felt like he could turn the corner on Trae Young, and then pulls up before taking on the shot blockers.
First taste of the playoffs for that young man, quickly with a couple of baskets off the bench. Here's Capella, extends, beautifully done.
But you can also space the paint, and that's what Capella does so well.
Young follows his own miss. They get it out to Bogdanovich. 7 to shoot. Here's Collins. Wants to take Burks. Contact and puts it down.
Yeah, that was an impressive play, too. He set the defense, realized the help was not coming, and showed great patience there on the attack.
Open look at a 3 from
some small forward. And sometimes that can be an adjustment.
Here's Collins, corner 3, too much. And the weak side rebound is controlled by the Knicks. Here's quickly, splash!
More balance. All right, we get to our spots and we execute. All right.
John Collins with a challenge. Greg, going basically from empty arenas to this. This has been something else.
It's been impressive, and you know, it's what playoff basketball is all about. You've got to be able to make the adjustments, and what a beautiful finish by D. Rose.
It has been vintage D. Rose at times so far here in Game 1. There's Jamal Crawford, someone who knows what this place feels like. Former Knick, Trae Young.
Game for the Hawks. The Knicks have not had the answer for him in this first half.
Young, who hurt his ankle in the last Atlanta game here, as Randall goes up high. Still has been quiet so far. Only his 3rd field goal. He's 3 of 10. And it's a 2-point Knick deficit. Ball nearly broken up. Herter is there.
And right now, the Knicks are controlling the pace and the tempo of this game. And Trae Young there scoring, but playmaking to get his guys going.
Tough shot at the rim by Payton, and the rebound underneath by Collins. Here comes Young all the way to the cup. Trae Young putting him on it. During the break, Atlanta playing at a little bit faster pace.
Yeah.
Something that Nate McMillan mentioned to us earlier.
Yeah, I think they have to. And here you go again. Like, not Of the Hawks, if they get going early, you don't allow that Knicks defense to get locked in and loaded in and taking away angles. I think that's smart in terms of their game plan.
Trae Young, first postseason appearance. You see his numbers. That is Bullock. As we come up on the midway point of this third quarter in game one. Trae Young has scored the last 6 for Atlanta. Here it comes, turning the corner, going glass. Noel will sit. Taj Gibson re-signed by the Knicks early January after they let him go in the offseason, that salary cut move. Here's Barrett, corner 3, got it!
Barrett not settling for the threes after he missed those first 2, got his rhythm by getting to the rim and then had the presence to finish up.
How does this young Atlanta team, not much playoff experience, react after taking one at a time? Misses everything, and the rebound underneath by Burks. Alec Burks, huge for the Knicks in the opening half. 4 of 5, 9 points off the bench. Little fake, got caught. Rose from the corner, got it!
Julius Randle's something easy. Get him on that low block. Get him at the mid-post. He's got a favorable matchup with Gallinari. But it looks like the Hawks have gone zone here, which should give him an opportunity at the free throw line.
Randle faces up on Collins. One dribble and hits. That's been his spot. Gibson, offensive rebound. It's Randle. No, the Knicks everywhere. Barrett, and he tips it up and in. 4-point Knick lead. How do the Hawks respond? It's Gallo, not that time. Rose thought about it. Now to R.J. Barrett. Knicks will reset. We come up on the final 60 seconds. Burks dropping a dime. Gibson putting it down. And he...
A poor possession thus far here.
Knicks have to hurry. Barrett from the corner, not that time. And the rebound pulled by Herter. See if Atlanta goes 2 for 1 here quickly. It is Williams from the elbow, and he hits. He's been. Here's Randle, 5 to shoot, leans in against Gallinari. His pass broken up, stolen by Snell. Plenty of time. Williams steps into a 3, buries it. And Atlanta's going to need a whole lot more where that came from. Off balance, little floater, won't go for Burks. Atlanta with possession, down 3 here in game 1. Williams all the way to... Grew up in suburban Atlanta. Here's quickly into the paint. Floater won't go, and it's tapped up and in.
Attack of the rim by the Knicks, creating that opportunity for Noel. And they're starting to have some success here in the second half. And Sweet Lou
on the rebound by Bogdanovich. Williams up the floor to Gallo. Dribbling baseline, sealed off. Well done by Randle, forcing a turnover. Here's quickly. Knicks with possession and a 1-point lead as we come up on the 7-minute mark left in regulation. Burks from the baseline hits it. Inbound Burks quickly from the corner, attacks. High off glass, missed it. Offensive rebound for the Knicks. Shot clock resets to 14. It's into single digits. Burks resetting. Guarded by Herter. Fading away. Puts it the first time.
And he has really been terrific in a lot of ways. Hasn't gotten to the line, but he's been really good in terms of executing their offense.
2-point game. Randle. Now to Burks. Pull up 3. Got it. Healthy. He has been one of the biggest pieces of this Knicks team under Tom Thibodeau.
And then they give him the responsibility of guarding the other team's best player.
Capella. And Julius Randle is now 5 of 21 from the field.
And the only important element of that is, does it affect how he plays the rest of the game? How about that pass?
Both done.
And if you're Julius Randle, although you're struggling to make shots, that shouldn't dissuade you from making plays with the basketball.
Here comes Young behind the back. This is Hunter. That's a 3. Hawks making their statement.
Was that no pun intended? Because Trae Young is also making a statement with how he is playing here down the stretch.
10-1 run for Atlanta. Barrett with the answer for the minutes. Atlanta with possession and a 2-point lead. Young and Rose got a piece of it. What a defensive recovery by Derrick Rose. Randall gets a Gibson screen, pull up three, puts it down.
Here's Randall on cue, able to answer.
Young turns the corner, hits the floater. Incredible down the stretch. 28 for Young, the 22-year-old third-year kid out of Norman. And he's given Atlanta a 2-point lead. Throws into the paint, Gibson. Outside Burks for three. Wide
on that kick out, but just a little off on that pass, partner.
Alec Burks has 16 points in the quarter and 25 for the night. Rose, a little shimmy shake, kicks out Burks. Under control, shot, and he hits again. Franchise and positioning them, Greg, for the future financially.
He has done as good a job as anybody in the NBA. And, you know, the hire of Thibs and Worldwide West coming on board, but it's also the personnel moves they made, the decisions, even within the season with Gibson and Rose.
Bogdanovich buries the three. 3 seconds left in regulation. Where do the Knicks go here? It's Randall from three. Way too much. Gibson, offensive rebound. Here comes Burks. Shovel pass underneath, outside to Rose. Into the paint. Shot, got it. We're tied. It'll be Herter, the inbounder for Atlanta.
And Thibs has gone to his defensive lineup. Ntilikina in the game now, defensively on the point. Let's see how they play this.
Here is Young. Finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in. As Burks will throw in. 15,000 all standing. Knicks looking for a miracle. Inbound to Randall, fadeaway shot, and it's over.